Hi guys, and thank you for joining us again. Hopefully you have watched part one. If you haven't, here's a quick recap on what we are talking about. My name is Emma Hyman and this is
Gemma Susan.
And we're here because we are sharing Gemma's journey, her cancer journey. With an end goal to get as many signatures on a petition that Gemma has started, and the goal of the petition is to make it compulsory that people have a full body scan after they've been given the all clear from cancer. We have already covered in part one the beginning part of your journey, which was really just talking about the primary cancer, the treatment. And we got to basically where you had your first lot of radiotherapy and chemotherapy, and you were then sent away and continue on from there for
so I had 6 weeks of daily radiotherapy, 2 rounds of chemo included in that 6 weeks, and then literally you're sent away for 3 months. Because we say we're going to do a follow-up scan, but we need the radiotherapy to work. So the radiotherapy works a lot in your body after it's finished.
Right.
So
I
did think we were maybe bullshit.
You're like, really? Does this really work?
Yes. Off I went. And that's kind of when you lose your head a little bit.
Yeah.
Literally, when you're in it every day, you've just got to take it.
You take it. You get you go in. You get your treatment done. You feel like you're being proactive with it.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
you feel like you're doing something.
Yeah.
And then they send you away. Do you get any kind of support, counselling,
No, not from
guidance?
the hospital. There's always Macmillan and charity things
Okay.
that are
Yeah.
which you can choose to do it yourself.
Right. Okay.
But then my first follow-up scan and results were in the October, and they were really pleased with the results. For literally, I think it was in 4 or 5 of my lymph nodes. I'm like, it's totally gone from all of them except for one, which we're still looking at. We're like, we can't tell what it is because radiotherapy then builds up a lot of scar tissue.
Right. Okay.
So we can't tell if it's still cancer or if it's scar tissue. And they were really pleased with these results, and I had
So how many lymph nodes do you have in your groin?
I don't know. I would need to Google that. It was kind of in my pelvic wall, so
right. Okay. Because when they say lymph nodes, I'm like, do you have one on each side, or do you have like a number?
More. I think
is there a collection of lymph nodes? Maybe that's something we should Google because we don't know that. But
so we said there's still this dodgy one in the pelvic wall, and I was like, can you not just rip it out?
Yeah, can't you just take it out?
Yeah, and they were like, no, that's not the best option. It would be really invasive surgery, and the radiotherapy is still working. Again, I thought bullshit.
You're like, you're lying.
Yeah, but apparently they weren't.
Okay.
So I went back in January.
So this is another 3 months later?
So another 3 months. So you just feel like you're in limbo a lot.
Yeah, you're just waiting. You're just waiting. Basically, you're waiting for the all clear, aren't you?
Yeah, basically.
That's what you're waiting for.
So in between, you try not to think about it. When you have a scan, I know a lot of people have this thing called scan anxiety, and they freak out in the scan, because it's a CT scan. I remember.
Is that's the tube thing that you go in?
Yeah, and I know a lot of people have a panic attack.
Right.
Build
Okay.
up in my head. I was always fine in the scan. I found it quite relaxing.
You're like, I'm gonna have a lovely little lie down
for 45 minutes. But then afterwards, when you're waiting for the results, for just a few weeks,
I think I would feel like super anxious just about waiting to hear what they're gonna say.
Totally. So I went back in January. We were like, it's really good news that on your last lymph nodes it is scar tissue. So this is where they're giving you the no evidence of active disease verdict. If you don't say all clear, they say no evidence of active disease.
Okay.
I was buzzing.
So what does that mean? There's no evidence of active disease. Does that mean that the disease is still there, but it's just not active?
Yeah, I think what it is they're saying it's gone. But they're carefully wording it.
Yeah, they have probably got to, in some sense, cover their own arses.
Yeah,
so they can't say, oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
You've got the all
You've got a
clear.
certificate and everything.
Woo!
Yeah.
No, it's more like
So I'm
there's
imagining
no
it.
evidence of active disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think
Maybe
it's,
that's some kind of medical
covering
your
ass.
ass jargon. Yeah.
So I was really, really pleased. But my mum was the only person who kept asking. She's like, but we've not done a full body scan. And at this point, we had literally understand my pelvis.
So then at what point did you start to think, okay, your lymph nodes move things around the body?
Yeah, no, I did.
Did your mum think that?
Yes. I think we've had breast
and your
cancer.
mum's had breast cancer.
Yeah, and it was all in
lymph nodes.
Lymphedema, which is
right. Okay.
So she's very. But I was like, they're professionals. They know what they're doing. It'll be fine.
Well, that's what you expect.
Yeah.
Live and let live. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just really pleased. And we did say, right, we're going to continue to scan you every 3 months, which is good.
Yeah.
Surveillance scans, I think we call them.
Yeah.
But off you go. It's good news. So I was buzzing. So then again, we did one in April. And I was a little bit worried about that one for some reason. Do you know when you just start overthinking it? And I was like, But again, we just did a MRI of my pelvis and we were like, results are fine. And then July, which was a year after the treatment had finished, said, right, we're going to get you in for your next scan and we're going to do 3 bits of your body. We're going to do your pelvis, your abdomen and your chest.
Why do they wait until that far down the line to do that?
I think that's their version
of a full body
scan.
Why do they not do that in the first place?
I don't know. So this is what we're trying to get the answers to.
Yeah.
So I think they were thinking these are the areas that any secondary cancer would most likely have travelled to.
Okay.
So
let's check.
How wrong they were.
Yeah. let's check that. How many months down the line?
Yeah, exactly. So year down the line. That's what.
A year, not months. It's a year down the line.
So it's exactly a year. I'm like, right, we're going to do a bigger scan and just check. So I was like, yeah, fine. Did that, and I went in on the 1st of August, and they were like, still not there. You've done really well, and I was really healthy at this point again. Had no illness, no weight loss, I wasn't even getting coughs or colds or anything. And so they give me a letter which we sent to my GP saying Gemma's progressed really well. We're going to change your scans from 3 monthly to annually. So your next one will be in 12 months. But so this is the big but.
This is the big but. Oh dear, what's coming?
March, I'd started with really severe pain in my neck and back.
Right.
Really high up, so here.
Yeah.
Like literally, and it was always when I was in bed, it was worse. So I was laid in bed and I could literally feel it in my spine, like a pulsing outwards. And I was like, ow.
What did you think? Just
I
thought
thought it was
injury?
Yeah, totally.
Because obviously you're back into training. I remember like you were back into training.
I trained throughout the treatment.
Yeah.
Apart from the 2 times I had for chemo, because I had this wire, which
I'm
gonna get.
You don't want to lose that in the gym.
Yeah. I mixed up with my phone charger enough times.
Plug myself in to charge. Oh shit, that's not the right one.
Yeah, so I trained throughout the first set, which was really good for my mind and everything.
Yeah, but I think that probably makes it because, like you were saying, like in between those months of getting the checks done.
Yeah.
Probably doing that massively helped your mindset.
Massively, totally. Like I wasn't able to train to full capacity because obviously it takes a lot out of you. Yeah, but you're still training, so you're still, changing the state of your body, which really helps with your mindset, gives you routine. Were you back at work at this? Yeah.
Has you gone back to work?
Well,
did you?
Yeah. My employers were really good, so I did half days. So I'd go for the radio in the morning. Then work in the afternoon.
Work in the afternoon.
I think I had the last 4 weeks they signed me off sick because the skin was so painful.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it was quite bad for the last 4 weeks. But yeah, so I'd worked throughout. So yeah, I just assumed it was a gym injury.
Right.
But it was really severe pain. And I was like, this is weird. So I saw a physio that was at the local gym and he did some stuff on it. And I was like, it's not really helped. So then one day it was so severe. I was like, I need this. Do you know when something just it woke me up?
You're like,
night and I'm like,
this is really not right.
Like, literally, I had to pick my head up on a morning. Like, both hands behind my head and pull myself up out of bed.
Gem, just put your head back on. Lost your head for a moment. Every morning, just fix your head back on.
So I was like, oh, it's something definitely not
Yeah.
right. And I was like, this needs a scan, but I know if I go to the GP, it's going to be...
It's going to be a long,
weeks.
drawn-out
Yeah.
process. And
So I was like, fuck it, I'll just go straight to A&E. And
Okay.
they really weren't happy. They were like, have you been to your GP? I'm like, no.
No.
And so they saw me and we were like, I can't even remember what we said. Oh, we did a chest x-ray actually. And that didn't pick anything up. I don't know why we did a chest x-ray. I can't remember.
Okay.
But anyway, so...
A lot has gone on.
Yeah. So that came back and we said, oh, you've got an extra rib growing out of here. It's called a thoracic rib or something. A birth defect.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You've got an extra rib growing here?
Yeah, like, so where your neck meets your...
Clavicle?
Yeah. It was like this extra bit, apparently. So I googled this, it's called thoracic outlet syndrome. And I googled it and I'm like, that would make sense because it traps blood vessels and nerves. So
Right.
that's what it is.
Okay.
So I can't remember. Anyway, it was just
Almost feel like that makes you superhuman.
we described it as birth defect.
I'm like, she's got an extra like rib up there. It's almost like having like a, I don't know, like a tail or something.
Yeah. I fucking want a tail. So anyway, then I went to the GP.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, extra rib.
Extra rib in your shoulder, totally normal.
But then I was like, I don't think it, because then for some reason, it was at a different side to where the majority of the pain was.
Right.
And she's like, all right, so it can't be this causing you problems. And I don't know, it's no thing. I don't know. So she was like, right, I'll give you some nerve tablets.
Okay.
Because she was like, it sounds like trapped nerves and things.
Yeah.
So I was like, fine, yeah, took them.
Did
but
they
then,
work?
No.
Right, okay.
Literally no.
Didn't touch.
And then in May, I climbed Mount Snowdon to raise money for Leeds Cares, which is the charity related to the hospital. So I wanted to do something.
Okay, you wanted to give back. You
Yeah.
know, you've got the all clear.
Yes, I was really pleased.
You're thankful that, you know, they've helped you recovery.
Massively.
Yeah.
So I climbed Mount Snowdon.
Which, let's just stop right there. Well done for that.
Because I fucking hate cardio as well.
Yeah, she is not a cardio queen. She is like, give me weights any day of the week. So, in fact, you know what? Respect for that, because that wouldn't be my idea of fun.
Everyone was like, oh, did you feel a massive sense of achievement afterwards? It was foggy as fuck. Couldn't see anything.
Didn't even get the views.
Didn't even get the views. Like, literally. Couldn't see past the end of my face. So I was like, this is shit. But did it, and a few people have said, why don't you postpone it? Because of your back problems.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't know how long this is going to go on for. But the week after, so coming up on a problem, but coming down, all your face down.
You'd think the opposite really wouldn't you? Because the climb is harder.
Yeah.
You'd think coming down would be easier.
Yeah, but it was quite slippy.
Right.
And you're looking down all the time.
So the head's like this.
Yeah. So the week after, I was fucked. And I went back to the GP and I was in tears. Like,
oh my days.
I was in so much pain and she was like, what's wrong with your head?
At this point, is the GP aware that, you know, you've already had cancer?
Totally
they obviously they read all of your notes.
All the notes, and she made loads of notes herself.
Right.
Loads.
Okay.
And she was like, right, your head's not on straight. And because I lived on my own at this point, you know, you're looking in the mirror, but you don't have someone looking at you.
So what? She was like, your head's a bit skewish.
There's something going on here. And my shoulders were literally 6 inches. One was 6 inches lower.
6 inches, that's a lot.
It was fucking...
And you didn't realise that you were like this?
like this. Maybe 4 inches.
Okay.
But I think my muscle had gone into spasm and don't know all that shit. But I was
because the body starts to then try and compensate. Yeah.
So she gave me some more nerve tablets. And at this point,
sometimes that's the problem, isn't it? It's just like, let's just mask the pain.
Yeah.
Let's not actually treat the root of the problem.
Yeah.
Let's just mask. Okay, have some tablets, take these.
Literally. And she sent me to an NHS physio and he just was like, what do you do for work? And I worked at a laptop. I worked from home at a laptop. He's like, oh, that's what your problem is then. Didn't touch me, didn't do anything. Just was there with my spacking shoulders. He's just like, you're working at a laptop, love.
Yeah, blame it on that.
Yeah, so that was no use. And at this point, I was also seeing a chiropractor privately.
Okay, for treatment.
All of a story, yeah, it was cracking my neck.
Oh my God, which obviously he surely should have known not to do.
When there's bits missing.
Oh God, okay.
And I was seeing, but when I'd been put in touch with a different physio, who somebody knows who treated him for nerve damage.
Right, okay. Because obviously you're thinking it's nerve related.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see someone that specialises in some sort of nerve damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So someone refers you to a different physio because the physio prior to that was cracking your neck when they shouldn't have been touching you.
Oh no, that was a chiropractor.
Chiropractor.
The other physio was more sports massage.
Right, okay.
So yeah, I went to see this guy and he was really good and he was very gentle with it. And then I booked in to see him again and literally on the second session he says, I think you need to get me seen to urgently. It's like there's definitely something wrong. Jason at Regen Physio is like my lifesaver.
Shout out Jason, Regen Physio. What a guy.
So yeah, he said you need to, if you can afford it, pay for a private MRI because I think this is really serious.
Okay, because if you go to the hospital, how long is it going to take for an MRI?
Well, literally, I went to A&E 3 times in total, and at one point I saw the GP and he says, I think you need an MRI on this, but I'll refer this to your doctor. So again, you're in that process.
You're back in that
I got told we don't do MRIs at A&E because nothing urgent comes out of them, which is crazy.
Okay.
So I paid for this private MRI, which I had on the 8th of August.
Okay.
So bearing in mind, 1st of August,
how much was that, if you don't mind?
£330 for them to do 2 bits.
Okay.
So I did my neck and my thoracic spine.
Right, okay.
So bearing in mind, 1st of August, I got this letter saying we're moving your scans to every 12 months because you're progressing so well.
Right, okay.
Literally had this scan on the 8th of August, so a week later, and the minute it came out of a little box they sit in, it's like, this is urgent. And I was like, what?
So hang on, let's just backtrack there. So end of August, beginning of August, you're told you're progressing really well.
Yeah.
We're going to move your scans to every 12 months.
Yeah.
And then you still got this ongoing pain. So when so you get a letter saying that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a letter saying that, and then you still got this ongoing pain, which you haven't really connected.
No,
you're not thinking it's cancer related.
Definitely not.
Not at all. You've got the all clear. They've scanned 3 different areas.
Yeah.
Okay, so then a week later, you go and have a private scan done on the area, an MRI, and he's like, "This is urgent."
Yeah, he didn't know my history either.
Right. Okay.
So I was getting dressed and he came in and he's like, what's your medical history? And I said, oh yeah, it comes last year. And he was like, right, you need to get this seen to urgently. He's like, I'm sending this to your GP now. And I'm sending it to the physio because he'd referred me.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay, folk. This was at 8:30 in the morning. Obviously, I was thinking my worst now.
So you're thinking cancer again?
Yeah. So I went to work and I'd literally started this new contract on Monday. This was for Friday.
Right, okay.
So she didn't know. She knows that my boss knew I was going for an MRI because I'd had a bad back. So I went to work and I was like, right, I've got to wait for the GP to ring me. The physio rang me first and he was like, this is really serious. I'm ringing your GP as well.
So when they're saying it's really serious, like, what are they saying it is?
Well, they're not saying exactly what it is
because
they're not the person to
they're not qualified maybe, or they don't have that authority to say that, but they know what they're seeing.
Yeah.
So they know they're seeing a tumour.
Yeah, tumours. Yeah.
Tumours. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then my GP rang me about lunchtime and said you need to come in 4:30. So I'm like, okay. Freaking out at work.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
I get paid on a day rate, so I'm saying at work.
Yeah. I am making my money, honey.
So literally, I had to then tell my boss, my new boss,
right?
Because I had to leave slightly early. I went to the GP and they were like, "Yeah, this is cancer again. You need to go to St James's, urgently." So I'm like, right. I'm like, why didn't you just send me by straight away?
Yeah.
Like,
why you called me in to tell me?
What broken back?
Yeah. Oh my. Oh, right. Okay. So
yeah.
Okay.
So when I got to St James's, we explained it to me fully.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I had 2 tumours which had attached to 2 vertebrae, one in my neck, one in my upper spine, and a third one was attaching itself. So the top two are just eating away my vertebrae completely. So then your spine collapses on itself. Which is why I'm fucking shorter.
Which is why she shrunk by like a foot.
So two of them had gone completely. It collapsed on itself, and then this third one was eating away at it.
Its way through.
One. So he explained all that to me. Did more checks. Checked my boobs because they were like, we're thinking it's a secondary cancer, but it's not a normal place for cancer that's
to travel
here. To travel all the way up there.
Yeah.
Special case.
Special case. But am I right in thinking that cancer travels upwards through the body?
I don't know.
Someone
actually.
said that to me.
Okay, that's interesting.
Said it travels up.
I think what they go on, so when they've done this scan, which was for 3 areas, they go on like what's the most common places for it to get to.
So what's the most common places for it to travel to next?
Yeah. So I think that's why they've done that. But
right, okay.
Medical mystery had gone all the way up here.
Right, okay.
So they were like, right, we need you to come back in tomorrow and we're going to do our own MRI. Yeah.
Right.
And just because they had to, even though I paid for this privately, they have to have a matching one.
Right, okay.
So Saturday morning, I went back in. We did their own MRI and it just confirmed everything really.
Right, okay.
But yeah, they checked my boobs because we were like, it's likely to be a secondary cancer, but it's not in a usual place. So usually if it's in your spine, there's a primary cancer, usually in your boobs or your lungs.
Right, okay.
Like, you're not taking my boobs.
Yes, like I've just had those done. Like they're not going anywhere. Pay for these, I'm keeping them.
So yeah, so then they were like, but this is so urgent on your spine because I'd started to lose feeling in my hands. Yeah, which I'd gone on holiday.
Right.
Through June, like a big extended holiday because my contract finished at work, and I'd lost feeling in some of my fingers, which is like a major
and obviously
sign.
you're thinking that's just nerve stuff,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's all nerve stuff.
Yeah.
So not panicking.
Yeah.
But they were like, back when it gets to that stage where it's affecting your arms and your hands, like it's pressing on your spinal cord, and they're like, you could literally be paralysed any minute. And because of how high up it was, I'd be paralysed from the neck down. Like, I think it's a quadriplegic.
Quadriplegic, yeah.
So I was like, fuck.
Oh my days.
So we literally...
And that could have happened at any given moment.
Yeah. And we're like, you need to have surgery urgently. So I was then thinking I'd go home, and we were like, you cannot leave hospital. We're like, if you leave hospital, you could be paralysed at any second. Even though I've been up this mountain and shit.
Yeah. Even though I've marched through town with a broken back, I've been up a mountain.
Exactly. Been on holiday.
Yeah.
So we literally brought in this massive neck brace. I got joking. It was like ridiculous. So we're like, you need to wear this and stay in bed as much as possible until we do the surgery on Thursday.
And what day was this?
This was for Saturday.
Hell.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I was in St James's, and then on a Wednesday night they transferred me to the LGI because St James's deal with all your cancer stuff. Right. LGI's for spinal specialists.
Right, okay.
So, and we're like a top team, a really good team in the country. But yeah, it was a massive operation. So they took me down. I think it was about 9:30 in the morning, and I think I was down for 9 hours. So it was kind of 3 operations in one. We had to take out the collapsed vertebrae, tumours, what we could, so scrape all that shit out.
Right.
And go in the front of my neck and put in fake vertebrae.
Fucking hell.
And then shave some off your your spine, to give you spinal cord more room.
Right, okay.
It was intense.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, then I came round from that. I was in recovery for 3 hours, absolutely tripping my tits off. The strongest morphine.
Oh my God.
So I was hallucinating. I was talking absolute shit. These poor guys, we have nurses in there with
Right, okay.
Literally sit with you the whole time while you were talking absolute shit.
Oh my God.
And there's everyone else coming out of their operations as well in the same room.
Everyone's just talking absolute Swahili.
It is literally the worst place ever.
Oh my God. But not a good trippy place then.
Not good.
Not good.
No. Literally. The feeling, because when you come out of it, they must be feeling everyone's hands and feet like, can you feel this? Can you feel this?
Right, okay.
But I thought they were saying it to me, but I couldn't feel it. So I was like, I'm paralysed. So
oh my God.
Scary as fuck.
Yeah.
I thought the roof was collapsing on me. It was mad.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kind of trip you've had before then.
Not fun.
Not the one she's used to.
So literally, I was in there for 3 hours, and then in recovery in the LGI until I think the Tuesday. sent me home on a Tuesday. I went to stay with my parents because you have 6 weeks of quite intensive recovery.
Right, okay. Obviously, and I'm guessing you can't move.
It was...
Are you have to stay straight or...
No, so they want you to move as much as possible.
Okay.
And literally, you could, I was fine to move from the shoulders down, but your head literally...
Because obviously it's supported by the spine.
Yeah, and now I've got this massive steel cage in there.
Right, okay.
And my head couldn't compute. To me, it felt massive.
Right.
I felt like I'd have, one of those cages around my head.
Right,
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
But no one else could see what was in my body. But
Right.
to me, it felt huge. And I was like, God, this is going to be so noticeable. And it wasn't. But my head was very immobile for quite a while.
Right, okay.
So, yeah. So that was 6 weeks. And then on the 6-week day, I came back to Leeds, met with the oncology team. Because we needed to let the scars recover and everything.
Right, okay.
And then met with the oncology team, but I'm like, yeah, it's really bad. It's stage 4.
Right, okay. So let's rewind. So you've got the 3 tumours in the spine. At this stage, what do they say about stages? What do they kind of like giving you? This is worst case scenario. This is best case scenario.
No, they kind of. I don't know, they're all a bit vague with it. I had to ask what stage is it.
Right.
So then they say it's stage 4, and obviously I'm like...
You're like...
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, well, it's in your spine, obviously, but it's in your abdomen